So hello friends, hope all are doing well today. So in today's topic, we will discuss an interesting topic called Mandela effect, which is also considered as one of the biggest mysteries in the whole world. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the topic. So let us discuss what exactly the Mandela effect is. So according to definition, the Mandela effect refers to a situation in which a large mass of people believes that an event occurred when it did not. It means there is a group of people who believe that a particular event occurred in past, but there is another group who believes that it did not, and actually it did not. So this whole situation, it is called Mandela effect. Now this could be more understood with the help of some examples. So let's discuss some example and you will get more clarity about what exactly the Mandela effect is. Now, let us discuss this effect with the help of example. Now, you must have watched a cartoon serial named Pokemon, and there is a character in that serial called Pikachu. You can see the picture of the Pikachu over here. Now, could you please tell me, out of these two Pikachus, which is the real Pikachu? That means the one which comes in the cartoon serial. Some might say this is the real Pikachu, and some might say this is the real Pikachu. But in actually, Pikachu never have a black spot in its tail. That means this particular one is the real Pikachu. So the people who believes that this one is the real Pikachu, they must have experienced Mandela effect right now, including me, because I have watched this serial 1,000 times and I used to believe that this is the real Pikachu, that Pikachu has a black spot in its tail. Now let us discuss some more example. You must have heard about Jiffy peanut butter, but in actually it is not Jiffy peanut butter, it is Jif peanut butter. Now another example. So which one is correct one? Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes? Looney Tunes is the correct one. This one is the correct one. This is not. And even I used to think that it is Looney Tunes, but it was never Looney Tunes. Now, the Curious George, another famous cartoon serial. Now people, or even I used to think that the Curious George has a tail. But no, in actually, he never have a tail in the whole cartoon serial ever. So from where this tail comes? Now another example. The serial Sex in the City, it is wrong. It is Sex and the City. Another example. People think that the Skechers, this is the real one. But in actually it is not. This one is the real one, because in Sketcher there was never a T between its spelling, and people baffled about it. And there are numerous examples of Mandela effect where people believe that incorrect is the correct one. Here you see, here you see, here you see. We all used to think that these all are the correct ones, but actually they are not. Now, there are many theories which are based or which explain this Mandela effect. Let us discuss some of them. The first theory says that there are some time travelers who go back in the time and change the events, and which put effect on the current events. I personally don't believe in this theory because I can't relate this particular theory with this thing. Now, second theory says that there is a parallel universe to our universe. So, if this is parallel universe and this is our universe, there are some memories which get leaked from parallel universe and they get entered into our universe, and which causes this issue, because in parallel universe the Pikachu has a black spot in its tail, but in our universe it is not. So I personally don't believe in this theory as well, because I can't relate this thing with Mandela effect. Might be there is some parallel universe. Many people believe it and many people don't. I don't want to get into this topic because it all depends on personal belief. Might be you can believe in this particular story, but I believe in the third thing. I believe in the third theory, which I could relate with the Mandela effect. That is the psychological theory. Now, the psychological theory says that it happens because we mistakenly recall a false memory again and again, that means multiple times, and it becomes a true event or a true thing in our mind. So it turned into a solid memory into our mind. A solid memory, that means which is true, which is actually true. But the thing is that it is true only in our mind, not in reality. Now, for example, in Curious George Carter, we used to think that George has tail, but actually it has not. The thing is that in reality, monkeys have tails. So subconsciously, we relate the actual picture of a monkey with George, and we subconsciously, unknowingly, we put a tail. And as studies proves that most of the time in a day, we don't see or don't watch the things around us with our full awareness. Maximum level of the awareness, we can say that might be 50% of awareness, 40%, and sometimes it can be 30-35. But we are not fully, we don't watch the things with full awareness. That is the reason our subconscious mind, that means the information we already have in our mind for the monkey, it add or it link the previous information with the current information. So while we are watching the Curious George, at that time, subconsciously, we think that there is a tail because it's a monkey. It should have tail. So that's why most of the people in the whole world think that Curious George has a tail. But actually, he does not. And you can't put the same explanation to everything, because every picture, everything has its own explanation. You can't put one single explanation to every Mandela effect, because everything happened for a different reason. Because there might be a reason, because spellings are same, that's the reason we are considering wrong spelling as a right spelling, but because the wrong one is the right one in our mind, but in actually the right one is the wrong one in our mind. So that's the reason. This is how these things work.